Haven't done an update in a while. Haven't had time to really work on a truck lately. Kids have baseball, and I'm trying to do some things around the house and whatnot. So, really getting into this. I want this truck at Makunji. I got my new wheels and tires for it. I ended up buying 6 brand new. Well, I'm guessing they're brand new. They may be remans, but I'm pretty sure they're brand new. Going all tubeless. They're 24 5s, went with 11R. 24 5s. Bought 6 new Galaxies. Went with a closed sidewall drive. I didn't need anything really aggressive for anything I do. I've had enough single axles that were worthless off the asphalt. I know where to stay out of, or at least try. So tonight I'm working at getting this thing ready to steam and probably sandblast the frame, the hubs. I'm going to do all new brakes, drums, everything else, wheel seals. So I think I'd be kind of foolish to not paint the chassis while I'm this far. I'm going to have the majority of the wiring off, a lot of the air lines off. So all this stuff's out of the way. I hate doing stuff twice. So I don't really want to do this now, but I'd rather do it now. At least the chassis, hubs, wheels, that'll all be painted nice to match. So I want to be able to steam a few things off, including the inside of the cab, floor, and whatnot. So the headliner, surprisingly, the original headliner was still in it, which anybody knows B models, you rarely see them. It was drooped down pretty hard in the top. I just figured it was from the cab lights leaking, but found this instead. Not sure if you can see the giant nest up in there. That would be what was holding it down. And little present they left me. Of course, I'm allergic to it, so I have to be a little careful with what I'm doing, but gonna get that pulled down. I finally fought my way through getting the brake pedal off the brake valve. I got to put a new brake valve in it. So the only thing I'm debating right now is whether to cut this small section of floor out and replace it now. I'm not really planning on putting floor mat or anything in it for right now, so I think I'm just going to let it go till I decide what I'm going to do with the rest of the truck. As far as if I paint it, I'm going to pull the cab. That way I can do everything right. Because I'll end up stripping it, painting the interior right, because if no one noticed, it's Alpine green for you Detroit fans. But it should not be, and it won't be if I do it. Pretty well stuck to the fact, if I do paint this, I'm going to paint it the green and black that Pabst Brockway cab over was. I think it'd look pretty cool. For a long time, I wanted to letter a truck up with something, so I think it'd be neat to letter it up as like Hauser Tire Service, which is the business my grandparents had. Something like that. I do it all retro, hand painted, the whole deal. No decals, no vinyl. But got to get it on the road first, and that's a ways down the road. So I don't think I've ever owned a B model that has not had something that involved mice in it, whether they be live, dead, somewhere in between. Haven't found any snake skins. I have found quite a few of those in these because, well, snakes love mice. I just had this thing running a little bit ago here, let it run for probably 15 minutes, sat here and purred away. So hopefully the next time I do an update, it'll either be when I'm steaming it or sandblasting or somewhere in between. I'd like to get the bottom of this cleaned up before we go putting the wheels and tires, new brakes, all that fun stuff on it. So enjoy.